everyone believes in God. It's just that some have got into a stage of mortal sin where they rationalize non-belief of God in order to ignore or to turn away from the eye of judgment. Not to say that everyone rationally believes in the triune God of Revelation and the contents of the faith without hearing that, but nevertheless they will believe as a defined dogma that they can rationally believe in the Creator. And so man needs to be reminded of that, and I think that's why this collapse will happen, of how dark the horizon is, turning away from God. Nicholas Gomez Davila said, modernity will not be punished, modernity is punishment. And there's something of that dynamic happening, but God being the God of love that he is, that collapse, I think, will merge into an illumination to conscience, as you say, and then a divine chastisement, fire from heaven, as Our Lady of Fatima, Our Lady of Akita has described. And I think that will be felt most keenly by piling churchmen.
Yes.
Most to blame for this.
And by the way, why are they most to blame? Getting back to our issue of prudence and preservation of your family. They don't have families, okay? The bishops and priests, they have nothing to lose and everything to gain. They don't have to protect a wife and children. The fact that they're the ones who would have been needed to speak up, because they can be martyred in a way. I mean, we could all be martyred, yes, but you know what I'm saying? Like, in other words, the reason they're bishops and the reason why there's a vow of chastity and they don't have families is because they are called to lay down their life for their sheep. That's their main job. And I'm just saying, you're right. They're going to be held responsible because they were the ones who were supposed to speak up. You and I, it's heroic virtue if we do it. It's normal virtue. It's what they're called to by their very vocation to do it. And the fact that not only did they not do it, but they did the opposite. I mean, it's unimaginable how evil the bishops have been. Unimaginable.
Yeah, they chose friendship with the world, and the Epistle of St. James describes that choice. So we are their spiritual children. We are their flock. They are our fathers. And
yes.
Errant fatherhood is the greatest scourge that we can possibly have. And that characterizes the whole tragedy of modernity,
it does.
Errant and abusive fatherhood.
Well, because we know what that does. It eclipses the father, the true father, from consciousness, or it makes us hate the true father, or fear the true father, or be disgusted, or, I mean, anything but love and knowledge, right? So you're right. There's nothing, and that's why Saint Joseph maybe is the greatest saint for today, because he mirrored the eternal Father for the Son of God. He's the ultimate anti-modern, isn't he? In that sense.
It's a sublime meditation which one could plumb for one's entire life, what one could meditate on. You're right, the awesome privilege and responsibility of human fathers to image God the Father to their children. And as you say, that God chose a man who was conceived in sin to image God the Father to the Son of God. It's beyond words.
It is.
But I'm seeing consolations and signs of hope as things get worse. People from the millennial generation, Generation Z, who are being more and more drawn to metaphysical realism and then ultimately the faith.
Yes.
And they come with a spirit of an uncompromising spirit, with a rigid spirit. And I think that trend is going to just, accelerate.